Welcome to Motivation with an Edge presents Raising My Daughter in This Fucked Up World, Part 22. Conditioning and happy.
Conditioning happy, you got it, man. the pressure on her to get it right. Go, again. There we go. Nice job, baby. So this right here is conditioning happiness. Now, what do I say to you every time before you leave, after I have to say goodbye to you? What do I say to you?
You tell me to be happy always because we want to have a positive mindset.
Yeah, out of that. And it's just about like reminding my daughter that. And I think one of the first things we learn when you're, 4 or 5 years old, what I talked to you about the box.
We'd be happy in a box. We'd be happy regardless of what we're doing or what we're in.
So that sounds like just some corny stuff, right? But think about it for a second. What I have been trying to teach my daughter, what I think we all should talk to kids about, because the expectation of happiness should be our number one priority, right? Obviously, the variables, raising beautiful children, having purpose, having goals, of course. But do you recall your parents asking you, are you happy? Right? A lot of parents, they talk about what job you're going to have, how to do your grades, how well you're getting along at school, what's your career going to be like down the road, what are you accomplishing, on and on. That's not their fault per se, but the idea is to make sure your kid is doing what you expect them to do. Meanwhile, a lot of that stuff doesn't make you happy. I mean, you go through all the lists of stressed out kids. Look at the Asian community. How many kids come to America and jump in front of a fucking bus because they're their kid's retirement plan, right? The pressure. Anyway, so we talked about this, and what I realized is conditioning happiness, like anything else, we can condition ourselves differently. Now, you can talk to me and say, well, it's the variables outside, whether it's grown-ups, the weekend, vacations, good weather, good clothes, good this, good that. Or we start our children off earlier to understand the outside variables will always be changing. Truthfully, right? They're always going to be changing. So if you can condition your happiness to understand that the variable doesn't need to change, but that your mentality has to be consistently trying to achieve that happiness. Now, it's not easy, and I'm not going to say it isn't. This is not just that, whatever. It's about a commitment to it. But the point is, for me, like raising a daughter, I'm like, I got a chance to condition somebody without having the whole, I can't believe it's Monday and fucking summer's over. Like, all that bullshit, I can't deal with it for myself, and I can't deal with it for my kid. So for me, the mechanism in place was understand that there's a spectrum of joy, happiness, right? Like a fulfillment. Say, for example, your vacation, okay? So the max happiness for some people is going on vacation, feet up, on the beach. So how do you feel in that moment? Like actual feel in that moment. It's whatever it is. It was different for everybody. But how can you take that feeling, because it's a feeling on a spectrum of happiness and utter anger and whatever the downside is, and putting that towards your everyday life. Now, again, you say, well, that sounds stupid. It's like, that sounds beautiful. Because then you can understand there's only a degree of happiness that's on the spectrum that you're able to condition yourself to have regardless of what's changing around you. Right? And I look and say, and these are theoretic theories. Like, this is my daughter, my obsession. So I'm not going to willy-nilly just say stuff so I can sound smart in a fucking video into her. So 11 years in, are you happy, Minz? Do you consider yourself happy?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
And I'm not just putting her on that. My daughter's the happiest person I know, other than me. Right? I'm an asshole. I'm at least streamy guy, but I'm genuinely grateful and happy for my life. And as a parent, for me, it's like I don't want to leave her happiness based on a variable that maybe she can't control. Yeah, she can't control her vacation. She can't control like what she buys and all that stuff. But that's not going to lead to it. There's enough books and smart people out there telling you the home, the car, the material shit is not worth shit. Right? There's enough that I don't need to waste anybody's time. But for me, my daughter, the most important thing for her, I would think, is for her to be the things we talk about: self-confident, authentic, speaker mind, self-love, self-pride, but happiness. Right?
Yeah.
For sure. So just, I think the most important thing, because I don't remember, and I guess no disrespect to my parents, I don't remember my parents ever asking me, am I happy? Are you happy? And I ask her that all the time. I make sure she knows that. And it's not about trying to prove a point, but I realize at 44 years old, I don't have a lot. Career, house, I don't have a lot of stuff. And I'm fucking happy as shit because I worked on that instead of the accumulation of what's supposed to make me happy. All right, so thank you so much. Thanks for watching, sharing, subscribing. Have a great day, eh? Take care. All right.